Hey, what's going on, good people? Today we're going to talk about mentoring. Hey, what's going on, good people? It's your boy James Harris, founder of a movement called Mental Health, which focuses on men's overall wellness, their mental health, physical health, and of course, their emotional health. And I'm also the author of a book called Man Just Express Yourself, which is an interactive planner guide for boys and men to better express themselves. Definitely appreciate everybody who went out and got this tool. And if you want this tool, you definitely can go to Amazon, Barnes& and Nobles, Target, Walmart, pretty much anywhere books are sold. And I'm also the creator of a board game called Cheesy Dates, which you can get right now on my website, www.mentoheal.com. I definitely appreciate all the support and people are pouring out to get this board game. So I definitely appreciate that as well. If you're new here, make sure you like, share, subscribe to my YouTube channel. And if you've been here before, I definitely appreciate you helping me get monetized. I don't take it for lightly or take it for granted. And I appreciate you guys interested in wanting this content. So when we talk about mentoring, it's like a pretty much a decent process. Anybody within any spectrum of their career or in their life can benefit from having a strong mentor. Mentoring is a reciprocal or collaborative at will relationship that most often between like a senior person and a junior person, regardless if that's in the community or in a workspace. All of those things are beneficial. And the purpose of having a mentee or being a mentor is to assist in growth, learning, different development areas. It's such an emphasis on organization, goals, culture, career, advice on development, life balances. You can talk about relationships. It's pretty much because people have been in these situations before and you just want to gain some of that access to that knowledge that they already possess. It's like a preventative tool so they can help you get from where they probably were previously, avoid certain mistakes. So it's definitely a benefiting tool. Effective mentors can often act as role models, different sounding boards for their mentees to provide guidance and help them in different goals or aspects of their lives. That's definitely beneficial and helpful. Mentoring, it can be a formal process or it can be an informal process, just depending on where you are or where you are. Because again, like if you're in an office setting, of course, that would be a little bit more formal. But if you're in a community or just doing a peer-to-peer type of mentor thing, that can be as formal or informal as you want it. It all depends too, because informal environments, mentees, they set the goals, but they're usually not measurable, and the relationships are unstructured. They can pretty much call and do how they feel with their mentor mentee relationship. For the formal setting, like I said, those relationships are, actionable. They require measurable goals, define and set different requirements depending on you and this person. You guys can even sign a contract if you plan to, if that's something that you want to do. Why is it important? I mean, listen, a good mentor can help a mentee become more effective at work, learning new skills, developing great confidence, making better decisions for their overall growth in their career and their families, and different relationships. Learning is definitely a benefiting tool, and it's even more benefiting if it's something that you don't have to do by yourself. You feel like you got somebody that you can lean on, you can get this guidance from. Those things are definitely benefiting and beneficial for not only you, but as the person providing that insight. Mentors report many different benefits as well, including satisfaction from seeing others develop, expanding generational and cultural perspectives, strengthening of technology, the different leadership aspects, growing interpersonal skills. All of those things are benefiting to not only the mentor, but the mentee as well. Those relationships are invaluable. Continue to provide that experience and insight that you can pass down from person to person. Like, just think about all these factories and companies that have been around for ages, or think about all those things that happened or transpired within your community. That information, that wealth of knowledge, you want to continue to be passed down. So mentoring have different techniques and different models. Depending on where you are or where you found your mentor or where they find you, you can do a couple different ones. You can do one-on-one mentoring. That's the type of mentoring that's mostly I guess in a traditional setting for all types of mentoring situations. Only the mentor and mentee are involved in this process. That's why it's a one-on-one situation. It's usually more experienced individual paired with a less experienced individual. Again, they can be at the job or the community or relationships. However that dynamic needs to fold out. Then you got group mentoring situations. In this model, one or several mentors will work with a group of mentees. So it's more like a group situation to where everybody within that spectrum can bounce different ideas off. This more than likely will happen in a school setting or program that often applies because there's not enough time or resources to allocate to that many specific people. So it's probably a ratio too. So like as a mentor, I have 4 mentees, 1 to 4 or something like that, depending on where you are, or if you're in the office setting, they're dealing with budgets, how they go. It's probably benefiting that this one person have 2 individuals or something and to teach them, show them the ropes. And then of course you got peer mentoring, which participate in this models are, the same role or in a department or just different shared life experiences, whether that's a personal situation or professional situation. So a peer-to-peer mentor might be somebody to assist you with marriage or something like that because they've been married for a long time. Or if you're in a work setting, although you guys are at the same rate at your job, one person probably been there a little bit longer or is better at a certain function. So it's probably best for you to get that knowledge from this person. These peer groups often support each other. Everything is about learning and evolving, so you definitely can benefit from that. This can be a group or a one-on-one situation with the peer situation, the peer mentoring. Those things are definitely benefiting. And now, being that of course COVID and technology is so advanced, you got the distance mentoring group or technology mentoring, which is based on the fact that technology has grown so much, and of course COVID had happened. People are mentoring different states, different places virtually. It's not so much being face to face anymore. Of course, it's probably benefiting to be face to face because you guys can do more than just virtual. You can interact in the community. You can eat lunch together. Just do different tasks. Using online software, even email, participants can participate in the distance or virtual mentoring group. It doesn't have that direct personal touch to it, but it's still something better than nothing. These mentors can say, hey, email me once a month, or let's hop on a Skype or a Zoom call every couple of days, or whatever the case is. So those things can be beneficial as well. And it's a helpful tool because, again, like if you're in one state, that person in another state, they can give you insight and advice on what they're doing in their present state, or vice versa. You can tell them the challenges or difficulties or things that's going on within your state that you probably need assistance with. There's also a thing called reverse mentoring, which is the relationship where it's flipped from the traditional model. Instead of a senior professional mentoring a junior employee or somebody within the community, you got this junior person mentoring a senior. And this often happens now that technology is so advanced. I mean, realistically, I look to my young ones to help me with, different apps and things like that. So this can happen in a formal setting or informal setting. Things are such advanced now with pretty much everything. So a lot of junior people are assisting people who are more senior and who has tenure because times are changing. Evolution is taking place, which is a good thing. Of course, some people still be met with that resistance, but it's definitely benefiting and beneficial to both the relationships if it was open. People got to have an open mind with that one. This relationship usually is for younger or more junior professionals to teach skills or new application of technology to the senior people. It happens all the time. So depending on where you are, it's definitely best to find a mentor or enroll in a mentoring program at your work setting or your community or different mentoring groups. If you are in a formal mentoring program, you would be matched with a mentor. If it's more structured, like a work setting or a community setting, like if you go to a boys and girls club or after school program, something. They have a system in place to where they assign you to different people that they already deemed qualified, they already vetted and things. So those are definitely beneficial. This could be, with the youth organization, a social club, a alumni club, networking groups from your different alma maters. They probably have a professional development section or somewhere within that organization that they can say, hey, listen, this person graduated a couple years ago. We're going to put you with them to assist you and answer your questions if need be. And, if it's something serious, we'll refer you back to the school professionals for something like that. Finding a mentor, you have to respect that person. They have to respect you. Create a list of maybe 5 to 10 people that you admire and you want to work with and connect with. That's one way as well that you can do the work. Consider what in their experience and relationship that you admire and that you respect the most, because it'll be more benefiting that way, that you can get as much as you can from this person. You may be more than happy to have one or more different relationships with these mentors in different areas or different spectrums within our life. There could be one person that you admire and want to mentor you for public speaking, and another one you want to mentor you on writing or personal skills development or relationship development. So it's not a one mentor person type thing. You can have as many mentors in many areas as you like. Or you can just ask a person that you trust as a friend or a colleague to match you up with somebody within that respective realm as well, with that network circle. Like, you probably can ask your good friend or your coworker, hey, who you think would be a good mentor? Who's been here the longest that I can gain insight from or learn from? Those things can be beneficial as well. And if you respect that person that you're asking, I doubt they will send you somebody who is not qualified or that they deem not worthy of assisting you. Preferably, the person matching you knows you very well. They can relay your ambitions and your goals to your potential mentor. So this person wouldn't just send you to anybody. It's also preferable, or for you to have somebody in mind, somebody you would have previously met in some type of capacity. You don't want to ask a random person or stranger on LinkedIn, somebody that you met at a conference. Hey, can you mentor me? Be sure to connect with this person in more than one setting, and not just online or something like that, because you don't know how this person is going to respond. They probably appreciate you speaking highly or thinking highly of them. However, you don't know if they want to take you on as a mentee. Me personally, I'm a mentor. I am a mentor at my graduate school. Since I'm an alumni, I want to ensure that the fellow clinicians within that school process is being developed properly. I'm also a therapist mentor, so I have other therapists that look to me for guidance and insight based on my brand, based on my content that I put out, just based on, doing different things that are untraditional, I guess. And I'm also a youth mentor within my community. Make sure that you are passing down that knowledge, that insight is very beneficial. I definitely appreciate you for checking me out. Make sure you like, share, subscribe. That was on mentoring. Be a mentor or be a mentee. Is definitely benefiting to gain that knowledge and insight from somebody who's already walked that walk, who's already been that journey, because you don't want to make mistakes. And this person has probably made those mistakes and can assist you in preventing those mistakes. So I definitely appreciate you. I'll catch you on the next one.